All right, so I uploaded the picture of the 50th birthday cake. So, yeah, I know, the large. This one will cover it, but that's a 10H cake, chocolate buttercream icing, marble cake inside with a layer of, it's a 2-layer cake, so there's a layer of the buttercream plus fresh strawberries in there. And then that D20 was made out of Rice Krispie type of deal, and then she iced it. It's amazing. But yeah, that's the epic moment. And then she put, of course, as you'll see up on there, over the hill on the tombstone. So, as at a half a century, I am now over the hill. I guess. I kind of chuckled at that. But it was a lot of fun. Let's see, I might be able to show you the other things she got. Alright. Let's see if I get the other one. Where's the 6 Plus? Let's see. Yeah, I can put up one of the deals. She got this Reaper starter kit, and then she got me another kit that was the layer kit. So I guess I'll be painting minis at the near future. It was a great birthday. I mean, the 50th, I will not gripe, moan, complain. It's one of the better birthdays I've had in years. It was really an epic day. Took off of work. Said the heck with it. I'm going to just enjoy the day, enjoy the time. Even my boss said, you know, you don't take off, so enjoy yourself. Enjoy your day and really know that you earned it. And I'm like, I'm there. But yeah. So, once we get Drestia back, we will be golden.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you can hear battle bots in the background. Munchkie did so good, I'm like, okay, battle bots. She's addicted to that show now, which I find humorous. Let's see. Internet connection is so much better than yeah, I would do that if I were you. If their internet connection is better than yours, that could be, yeah. You know, when Middlebury, Indiana has a better connection than you, that's not a good thing. And I know where Middlebury is, so, you know, it's like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you kind of look at it and go, well, yeah, it's, unfortunately, sometimes the rural towns are better, sometimes the big cities are better, it just depends. And especially if you're like in a more of a high-rise apartment building, sometimes the connections in the walls just literally suck. Because a lot of time those are not even twisted pair. Well, yeah, it's twisted pair. It's basically coax to twisted. And you lose a lot of signal. They've got a thing now. One of my lines does called FireCom that literally has a plastic form of fiber optic that is so much more reliable than even glass that it's unbelievable. I want to get some here. I'm wanting to buy some from them and wire it in here just so we get a better connection. So Josh, you missed the only major you missed outside the situation with the Nuckalevee was the big old Game of Thrones chat that we had for about 30 minutes. Yeah, glass is good, but once it breaks, the big thing about fiber optic. Oh, yeah. If you're only up to season 3, we would have given away so many spoilers, you would have been disappointed. But, yeah, glass is great. The biggest thing about it is they run so much of it in the fiber cable that if you have one break, you have all kinds of backup. The problem is the expense of it. It's horrific. And all of it's kind of... the whole fiber optic development end of it, one company and their connectors have been the monopoly for the longest time. And so when Firecom came in, this company tried to go at Firecom for breach of patent, but because they didn't breach any patents, they lost big time and ended up having to pay the bills. And it's pretty funny that happened. I was chuckling about that. Mm-hmm. 4 and 5 are really good seasons too. Yeah, that's the one biggest thing about plastic is plastic's not the best for recycling. But if they set up a lot of the times what we didn't realize, and I found this out from state of Ohio, most of our trash, our recycled trash, is shipped over in big containers to China, where China then breaks it down and tries to recycle it. Because we don't do it here that much. No problem, address you.
What don't we do? Defeat dragons? We do that a lot.
No, we were just talking about how that recycling, most of our recycled trash goes over to China or Asia in general.
Oh yeah, especially so it's like we can handle bottles and stuff really well, and there's like use for it. Because there's use for it.
Yep.
But over in Asia, they do some of the harder plastics, like your like clamshell things for like raspberries and whatnot. They use that stuff over there. Yeah.
And you got to clean it out because one of the things state of Ohio said was we're not cleaning our trash thoroughly enough. So literally, you got to wash out your cans. You got to take off the labels and everything. And you literally have to do this.
Yeah. It's so crazy to me because when I was in Japan, like they recycle like mofos over there.
Oh, they do because they have limited land. And if you poison the land, you're done.
Truth.
Well, it is easier in mining. The biggest thing is sometimes the grade goes down if you don't have the right processes. If you have the right processes, you can recycle at very, very high levels.
Yeah.
A lot of it's cost. So
I'm surprised that they don't, use recyclable plastics and like make it for like 3D printing stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a good thing we started. Yeah. Well, let's just say the trade war worked with Europe. Europe's at the table, which is good. That's half the battle. If he succeeds with Europe, Trump will be remembered for that. Problem is, if he doesn't get China in gear, he's going to cost states like Ohio and Texas major agriculture, and that is where if he wants
soybeans, Joe.
Yeah, if he wants to get elected again, he's got to get the farmers behind him again. And right now, they're not seeing eye to eye with him. And I think I think his epic mistake. Now, I'm not saying he hasn't screwed up other things, but his epic mistake is the trade war. It is absolutely with China. That is going to be his, unfortunately, I think, nail in his political coffin. Everything else, I'm not a big fan of separating families or anything like that. I don't think he meant to do it. I think he pulled the trigger and didn't think about what was already in place. And he's brilliant at times, and at times he's a moron. So, yeah, I don't know.
Who else we're waiting on?
I think we're good. I think we're ready to go. So y'all are inside of the cave where the dragon's body is laying beside the stream, and you are packing away the gold and other items. That way nobody lamented, especially not Ragni, for her share for Mama needing a new crown, and for the rest of the folks like Painman, so he doesn't get eye twitches. And so you guys, the Baba is clearly speaking into your mind, and she's going, well, what are you waiting for? Hop into the water, swim to the bottom, and you will return. And that's what she says. And then there's just silence. You will return, yes. You must go back to Vigliv. Go back to Vigliv. So.
I really hate getting wet.
Were you outside in the rain?
Is it like, so when we jump in the water, we do get wet, right? It's real water.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yes, you're going to have to get wet. Yeah, you're going to have to get wet. Remley's not too big of a fan either. She goes, ugh, wet wings sucks. Why do we have to do this? Why isn't there an easier way? Ugh.
Serena looks at Damien.
Well, he kind of has been helping out today, so it hasn't been a bad day for Damien helping out and being the champion. All right, so is there anything else that all of you want to do before you get in the life bubble and go underneath? Yes, very well. It has been a good day. All right. So I'm not Aaron Max. I know he's here because I've heard.
No, I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. No, I think we're all good.
All right. So you plunge into the water. It seems deeper than what you would think. You'd think it may be only about 20 feet deep, but it keeps going down, gets darker as you go, and then all of a sudden as you're going through, you feel a kind of a feeling of being sucked through something, and then you come up and you are in the pool, coming up through the warm water in the return spot. God, these are just going way too small. I love it. But then again, these are 10-foot squares, so they are kind of snapping into the place that they should. All right. So all of you come up in here. Hey,
I know this place.
Yes, you do. And the tree, which you know, has Vigliv in it. So, again, kind of refreshing. Getting back, knowing the area. And you are back, back, I say.
So this is over, right? And then my forest will go back to being, warm.
Really, he just spits some water and goes, no, not yet. We got one more we have to do. And so, let's see here. Take you back into this area and tell you what needs to be done. All right. Pass this. I love my book. All right. So when you get back, the Baba then says to you, take the golden Athame and the Matryoshka doll, Painvin, and soak them in the water next to you. Maybe, yeah, cut out, but you were... Yeah, it sucks you out. You get the feeling like you were pulled in the water with your little image. Because you were there enough that, yeah, you're getting pulled, sucking through the gate. So, Painvin, are you going to follow the Baba's instructions?
Yes.
When you soak the two, you hear a cracking noise, and you see another part of the Matryoshka doll falls off, and now you have just the smallest portion of the Matryoshka doll. And so, in your hand, the dagger changes from gold to the color of cold iron. And you just get the feeling that maybe it's something special then, because it is her Athame. So, what are you going to do?
Well...
Build a fence around it.
Build a fence. Build a fence. Get the wooga, wooga.
Does the Baba have any suggestions for what I should do with it?
She says use it. It has no use to me right now. She twitters into your mind.
Twitter.
Yes, literally. It's a Twitter. Evil of Twitter is even in this world. Not really. It's not evil, but
Hashtag evil witch.
yes.
Hashtag witch business.
Yes. There's all a lot of hashtags at this point.
All right. Well, I guess I'll hold on to it then.
Unless you want somebody like, oh, I don't know, Serena or for Damien to examine it for you. That's a good question on that one.
Yeah.
I locked them and unlocked them, so let's see what happens when I unlock them again. Yeah, that happens. And then if I relock them again, I think they go smaller. Let's see. Let's try relocking. Alright. Lock tokens. Yeah, they kind of go way big. That's what happens. So, oh well, I'm not too worried about it. Y'all are in the water.
Actually, I guess I could look at it myself first and see if I can figure out what it is. I'll do an appraisal.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it almost came up at 20, and then it rolled over to the 9.
Yeah, you gotta love it. So, it looks like it's a +3 weapon. It's cold iron, and it looks like it is potentially a heart-seeking dagger. So, it looks like it has a bone, almost a bone white handle in it where the metal tang is encased. And then it's real squiggly Athame. It looks like almost like a Vorpally kind of squiggly. But it is a +3 cold iron heart-seeking dagger. Page 143 of the Ultimate Equipment. Which would be a very valuable item for you, Painvin.
Mm-hmm.
Or for anybody else. I mean, it could be for either our fair witch or for Damien. Ah, that's a good question if she has. Let me see. Kind of getting things wiped off here. Let's see. All right, I'm going to try to pull these things out again. Let's see if we can do this and get them back into the normal form since this is not working. Let's see. I'm going to delete everybody for the moment. But we will bring everybody back on here. Yeah. All right. Let's see. That one. That one. That one. That one. Let's see if I can get everybody back to normal size. All right. Here we go. Tokens in the library. Tokens, tokens. Everybody's tokens. All right. All right. There's Vigliv. There we go. Vigliv's back. Let's see. Damien should be in here. Damon Azrael right there. Let's see. There's Painvin then. We'll get everybody back in here. All right. Painvin. Rokier. R-O-K-K. There we go. There she is. And then we put in Serena. And we gotta get Moulage. Make sure we get all you guys in there. There he is, Moulage the bunny. And then who are we missing? We're missing Ragni. There we go. Yeah, you guys could rest. I mean, and again, you guys could try to call on your friendly neighborhood Mercane if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, I would like to rest first and then call on that guy.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right, there's Rimley. Okay, you guys are all back. So yeah, you guys go to the shore. You're going to do your hut, Damien, that everybody can rest in. Or your mansion. That way we can have everybody in the mansion. Oh, okay, so you already have a mansion up there. That's a good point. They're inside Baba Yaga's hut. You guys are just deeper inside. It's peaceful here. It's a little cool, but it's not anything anybody's going to have any problems with. So, you guys set up for the rest. It's up to you if you want to set any guards for the night, or if you trust the situation enough that you're not too worried about it. Let's see, he'll go back to refresh the duration. Okay. All right, that sounds good. You can do that. You can climb up that thing that's down there that has the F on it. And you'll find her. She's actually doing pretty good. She and your bear hunter and the coffin guy are all sitting playing a game of cards together inside the mansion.
Coffin guy?
Yeah. He's a daemon. He's I think a Thano daemon. that is an employee of Baba. So because, they carry the marks. Those that carry the marks have come in and kind of given direction. He hasn't messed with anybody. He seems actually pretty friendly most days.
I will go over to him because, I'm a daemon-based tiefling and,
He goes, well, another of my kind of sorts. He goes,
Of sorts.
He says, what brings you to the Baba's hut?
She was making my forest really cold, and so the spirits asked me to help. And here I am, helping.
Well, you are most welcome. We are playing a game of cards right now.
Oh, is this like gambling?
Oh, yes. Sorts, yes. Absolutely it is.
She sits down.
You can see...
If I play games like this, will I learn how to be deceptive?
Possibly, he says. It is in not everybody's cards, but in some, yes. He looks like, let's see if I got a picture of him to show you from the deal. Yeah, the Coffin Man. Alright. He wears a hooded cloak, and he looks like this. Alright. Yeah, there he is. Alright. This is what he looks like. That is the Coffin Man.
Okay.
Now with him is the following two ladies. Let's see. Let's see if they've got her in there. Do they? Yeah, we'll look at all. Wonder if I do have her in here. I thought I did. Let's see who we got else in here. Nope, I don't have either one of those in, sadly. One is wearing a leather outfit that has spikes all over it. Studs and spikes. She's got her mask off. She's got red hair and a scar on her cheek. Her hair is short red hair. She doesn't look like any race you have seen on Golarion, though she might be close to the Jadviga. But there's differences in her features. And then the other one that you see is a very young woman, probably her 20s, with red hair and very petite figure. And this is the one that Damien has probably talked about, that you've heard about, that he calls Anastasia. For the players, it's Anastasia Romanov, the former royal of Russia. And the other one is the Bear Hunter. And she used to be, she emanates no good off of her. She has an old style flint, or not a flintlock, but an old style weapon with a wooden stock on it, and two metal barrels with two trigger mechanisms on them. You think that it may be some sort of a sense motive. Yeah, she seems like she's not what you would think she would be. You would think her to be more of a harsh figure. She is not necessarily. Let me see. Let's see if I got the Bear Hunter in here, at least as a token. Nope. I don't think I have her either. Yeah, I don't have either one, unfortunately. I do have them, I just don't have them where I can load them in necessarily easy, but maybe I can. But yeah, they just seem very friendly. The Bear Hunter, as she speaks, says, "Well, are you going to join us? It's been boring playing him again and again and again. He is not...
Yes.
not always forthright with what he tells us to do when we're playing.
Oh, I'm very forthright. That's part of the problem. I want to learn how to be deceptive. I learned that people outside of the forest are really, dishonest. And I need to practice that.
Yes. She goes, that happens. And the other one on stage is like, I've learned this game because I've sat here so long. You guys have been gone so long. So...
How long have we been gone?
A long time. She goes, it seems like a week, maybe 2.
Oh.
That we've been here. We're sitting in my native land. And you can see out the windows, and out the windowscape you see areas that are really torn up areas. You see what look to be shells of giant metal vehicles with some sort of a metal thing with wheels in it. It and a little copula that you could enter in, but it's been torn open. You see lots of bodies that are rotting in the fields. Some of them are men and women in overcoats with these furry hats and some sort of broken firearms laying next to them. You've seen firearms in Galarian, but these don't look like Galarian-style firearms. These look like a more advanced-looking type of setup. And then you can see in the very far distance what looks to be a kind of a camp with torn metal fences and broken down towers. And in the center, what looks to be a large building with onion-shaped domes that have holes in it. And that's what you can see from the front porch view. But you guys could sleep in here among the coffins if you wanted to. There's coffins and games. And they're playing a game where you're trying to match the cards. You can get 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, or you can get them in order, where they're one color, like the hearts or the diamonds or spades or a club-looking type of black card.
So Serena asks, "What kind of hero is this?"
He says, "Well," he says, "this is a game that we play called Spades. It is a game of this world. I do not play it much on my home world." And he's trying to teach it to each of you as he shows with his bony hands and horned head. And he seems nice enough. You just get the heebie-jeebies off of him. That if he wasn't sitting here in this setting, he would eat most of you have the feeling. Or your souls, at least.
Funny thing, I live with a rabbit that in any other situation would try to kill me, so, you know.
Exactly. So this is
just Thursday.
So, as you guys spend the evening and kind of get rested and play some card games with him, it seems pretty social. He tells you a lot that this is a world called Earth. This is the year 1917 during something called the Bolshevik Revolution. And that Anastasia used to be part of the royal family, to which she agrees. He says Rasputin tried to use her and imprisoned her in the prison over there. Nothing you don't know by now. I could not have revealed it earlier. But now, it's old knowledge. He says, the Bolsheviks will win this, I think. And it's good for my people. There will be lots of souls to devour after this. This is a godless country. No one believes in a god. I love it. No one to interfere with us, devouring these poor souls. My kind is quite happy here. and Rasputin opened the gate to allow us to come through. He imprisoned his mother, as you see, and have been questing within the Matryoshka. And he had a good plan. He used her as a power source to rule this world. But now he is just angry. Yeah. That's fine. You guys actually can spend, the Baba's not as pushed right now. You don't feel her presence as much pushing you. Even though she would like out, she knows that you guys have worked hard. And she's allowing you to relax. You can call the Mercane Zilvagot if you want, while you rest here and kind of recoup. Oh,
hey, Rick,
yes.
Do you mind if I go early? My mom is walking towards my apartment.
Absolutely. We can wrap it down if you guys want here. I can put in the experience and everything, and I'll put it up on the deal, and we'll just drive a stake down here if you want.
I apologize.
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
It happens. That worked for everybody. Then in 2 weeks we re-up.
Okay.
All right, perfect. I'll post the stuff up. Good game this week, everybody. And I'll get the experience up there. Give me about 10-15 minutes. I'll have it posted up in the XP loot side of things. All right, everyone. Enjoy.
Okay.
And we will see you in 2 weeks. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.